Station 9 English. Track a number 1.
1 hour English conversation practice. Daily life topics. B1 to B2. Welcome to Station 9 English. It's a quiet evening on the train. Alex and Mira are sitting by the window watching the lights pass by. Today they're having a relaxed conversation about everyday topics. Morning routines, food, weekend plans, travel, work, and hobbies. This is perfect for B1 to B2 learners. Just relax, listen, and follow along with the subtitles. Let's begin. Topic: Morning routines.
So, Mira, I have to ask, are you a morning person? Because I've noticed you always look weirdly awake at 7 a.m.
Weirdly awake? That's a strange compliment. But yes, I am. I actually like getting up early. There's something peaceful about it, you know? The train is quiet. Nobody's rushing around.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm a night owl. I stay up late, and then mornings feel like punishment.
That explains the coffee addiction.
It's not an addiction. It's a survival strategy.
Key phrase: morning person. A morning person is someone who naturally feels awake and energetic in the early hours. The opposite is a night owl, someone who prefers staying up late. For example, my sister is a morning person. She wakes up at 5 a.m. with no alarm.
So what does your morning actually look like? Walk me through it.
Okay, honestly, my alarm goes off at 6:45. I hit snooze at least twice. Then I drag myself to the bathroom, splash some water on my face, and make coffee. That's the important part.
And after coffee?
Then I check my phone for about 10 minutes. Messages, news, weather. Then I get dressed and head out. Pretty boring, really.
No breakfast?
Sometimes toast, but usually I just grab something on the way. What about you?
I wake up at 6? No alarm. My body just does it.
That's unnatural.
Maybe, but I like having time in the morning. I do some stretching. Nothing intense. Just 10 minutes. Then I make tea, sit by the window, and just think for a while.
Think about what?
Whatever comes to mind. Sometimes I plan my day. Sometimes I just stare outside. It clears my head.
I could never do that. If I sit still in the morning, I fall back asleep.
That's because you don't sleep enough. What time do you go to bed?
I plead the fifth.
That bad?
Let's just say midnight is optimistic.
Key phrase: hit snooze. To press the snooze button on your alarm, which delays the alarm by a few minutes. Most people hit snooze when they don't want to get up. For example, I hit snooze 3 times this morning and almost missed the train.
You know, I read somewhere that having a morning routine, even a small one, can really change your whole day. Like, it gives you a sense of control.
I get that. I just think my control starts after coffee, not before.
Fair enough. But maybe try waking up just 15 minutes earlier. You might be surprised.
15 minutes earlier means 15 minutes less sleep. I'm not sure that's a trade I'm willing to make.
One day, I'll convert you.
Don't count on it.
Key phrase. Walk me through it. This means explain it to me step by step. It's very common in daily conversation and at work. For example, can you walk me through the process of signing up? Topic change. Food and cooking.
Speaking of mornings, what did you have for dinner last night?
That's a weird jump.
Not really. I'm curious what you eat. You seem like a takeout person.
Okay, guilty as charged. I ordered noodles last night, but in my defense, I was exhausted.
No judgment. I love takeout too. But I've been trying to cook more lately.
Really? What kind of stuff?
Simple things. Pasta, stir fry, soups. Nothing fancy. But I find it relaxing actually. After a long day, just standing in the kitchen, chopping vegetables. It's like meditation.
For me, it's the opposite. Cooking feels like another chore. I'd rather just eat and move on.
Key phrase. Guilty as charged. This is a humorous way of admitting that someone's accusation about you is true. It comes from legal language, but in daily life it's playful. For example, you ate the last cookie, didn't you? Guilty as charged.
What about when you were growing up? Did anyone cook at home?
Yeah, my mom cooked almost every day. She was amazing at it too. I just never picked it up.
It's never too late. Start with something easy, like eggs. Everyone should know how to cook eggs.
I can cook eggs. Scrambled. That's it. But I can do it.
Laughs. That counts. What about you? Do you have a signature dish?
My signature dish is ordering from the right restaurant.
Laughs. Okay. But seriously, my favorite thing to make is tomato soup. From scratch. It's so simple. Just tomatoes, garlic, onion, a bit of cream. And it tastes 100 times better than anything from a can.
Okay, that does sound good.
I'll make it for you sometime. But you have to help.
Define help.
Chop onions. Stir the pot. Basic stuff.
I can do that. Probably.
Key phrase. From scratch. This means making something from the very beginning, using basic ingredients, without using pre-made or pre-packaged products. For example, she baked the cake from scratch. No box mix. It's used for food, but also for projects. We built the website from scratch.
What's your favorite food, by the way? If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life.
Pizza. No hesitation. It's versatile. It's comforting. It's perfect.
Predictable answer.
What's yours?
Dumplings. Any kind. Steamed, fried, boiled. I could eat them every day and never get bored.
Okay, respect. Dumplings are elite.
Right? My grandmother used to make them by hand. She'd spend the whole afternoon folding them, and then the whole family would eat together. Some of my best memories.
That's nice. Food really does connect to memory, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's why I think cooking is worth learning. It's not just about eating. It's about creating something.
All right, you're convincing me. Maybe I'll try making something this weekend. Something simple.
Start with pasta. Boil water, cook the noodles, make a quick sauce. You can't mess it up.
You overestimate my abilities.
Key phrase, pick it up. In this context, pick something up means to learn a skill casually without formal training. For example, I picked up some Spanish while traveling in Mexico. It suggests learning naturally through experience. Topic change, weekend plans.
So, got any plans for the weekend?
Actually, yeah. I'm thinking of going to that new bookshop that opened near the East platform. I heard they have a reading corner with really good coffee.
A bookshop with coffee? That's very on brand for you.
What can I say? I know what I like. What about you?
I'll probably just take it easy. Sleep in, watch something, maybe go for a walk if the weather's decent.
Take it easy is your default weekend plan, isn't it?
And it works every time.
Key phrase, take it easy. This means to relax and not do anything stressful or demanding. It can also be used as a goodbye. See you later. Take it easy. For example, after a busy week, I just want to take it easy on Sunday.
Don't you ever feel like you should do something more productive on weekends?
Honestly, no. I work hard during the week. Weekends are for recharging. I don't feel guilty about it anymore.
That's actually a healthy mindset. I used to feel guilty about resting too. Like, I should always be doing something.
And now,
Now I realize that rest is doing something. Your brain needs downtime.
exactly. Thank you. Someone gets it.
But I still like to do at least one thing on the weekend that's not work and not just sitting around. Like going to the bookshop, or cooking something new, or taking a walk somewhere I haven't been.
That's fair. It's like active rest.
Yeah, exactly. Active rest. You're doing something enjoyable, but it doesn't drain you.
Okay, I might steal that concept. Maybe I'll actually go somewhere this weekend instead of just staying in.
There's a night market near the south exit on Saturdays. Street food, live music, that kind of thing.
Now, you're speaking my language. Street food is always a yes.
We could go together if you want. I've been meaning to check it out.
Sure, why not? Saturday evening?
Sounds like a plan.
Key phrase, sleep in. This means to sleep longer than usual, especially in the morning. It doesn't mean sleeping inside. For example, I don't have work tomorrow, so I'm going to sleep in until noon.
You know what I've noticed? On weekdays, I can't wait for the weekend. But then the weekend comes, and it goes by so fast.
That's because time feels slower when you're doing things you don't enjoy, and faster when you're relaxed.
That's depressing.
Or it's a sign that you should try to enjoy your weekdays more. Find small things that make Monday through Friday less painful.
Like coffee.
Like coffee. Or a good playlist. Or lunch with a friend.
Or a conversation on a train.
Exactly.
Key phrase, sounds like a plan. A casual way to agree with someone's suggestion. It means, yes, let's do that. For example, let's meet at 7 and grab dinner. Sounds like a plan. Topic change. Travel experiences.
So, Mira, have you traveled much? Like outside of the train?
Laughs? Yes, actually. Before all of this, I traveled quite a bit. Mostly in Asia and Europe.
What was your favorite place?
That's hard. But if I had to pick one, Kyoto, Japan. I went in autumn, and the temples with the red and orange leaves. It was like walking through a painting.
That sounds incredible. I've always wanted to go to Japan, mostly for the food, if I'm being honest.
The food is amazing. I had this bowl of ramen in a tiny shop. No English menu, no tourists, and it was the best thing I've ever eaten.
See, that's the kind of travel experience I want. Not the tourist checklist stuff, just stumbling into something real.
Key phrase, stumble into. This means to find or discover something by accident, without planning. For example, I stumbled into this amazing cafe while walking around the old town. It suggests a happy surprise.
What about you? Where have you been?
Honestly, not many places. I went to London once, for work, and I've been to a few cities nearby, but I haven't done the whole backpacking across Europe thing.
Do you want to?
Sometimes, but I always find excuses. Too busy, too expensive, too complicated.
Those are excuses, not reasons.
Ouch, but you're right.
Traveling doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. Some of my best trips were really simple. A train ticket, a small bag, no fixed plan.
No plan? That would stress me out.
That's the whole point. When you don't have a plan, you're open to whatever happens. You talk to strangers, you take wrong turns, and find amazing places.
I guess I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to travel.
Nothing wrong with that, but try loosening up a little next time. You might enjoy it.
Key phrase, if I had to pick. This is a useful phrase when someone asks you to choose, and you want to show that the choice is difficult. For example, there are so many good restaurants here, but if I had to pick one, I'd say the Italian place on Main Street.
Where would you go next, if you could go anywhere?
Iceland. I've always wanted to see the northern lights. Just standing in the cold, looking up at the sky. It feels like something from another world.
That's very you. My answer is way less poetic. I'd go to New York. I just want to walk around, eat pizza, and see if it feels the way it does in movies.
I bet it does. And I bet the pizza lives up to the hype.
It better. Otherwise, my whole worldview collapses.
Laughs, do you have any travel tips? Like things you've learned?
Pack light. I learned that the hard way in London. I brought a massive suitcase for 5 days. Never again.
That's a good one. Mine is always carry a paper map. Your phone can die. Wi-Fi can disappear. But a paper map never fails.
That's old school. I like it.
Key phrase, live up to the hype. This means to be as good as people say or expect. Hype is the excitement and high expectations around something. For example, the movie didn't live up to the hype. It was actually pretty boring. Topic change, work and daily challenges.
Can I ask you something? Do you actually enjoy your work?
That's a big question for a Tuesday.
I know, but I've been thinking about it. Like, are we supposed to love our jobs? Or is it okay to just tolerate them?
I think it depends. I enjoy parts of my work. I like the problem solving. I like when I finish something and it's good. But the meetings, the emails, the politics? Not so much.
Yeah, the meetings. Why are there so many meetings?
And half of them could have been an email.
That should be printed on a t-shirt.
Key phrase, could have been an email. This is a very common complaint in modern work life. It means a meeting was unnecessary because the same information could have been shared in a simple email. For example, that 1-hour meeting about the schedule update, that could have been an email.
What about you? Do you enjoy what you do?
I enjoy the creative parts. When I'm building something, figuring out how things fit together, that's great. But the daily grind, the routine tasks, they drain me.
That's normal, I think. No job is 100% enjoyable. The question is whether the good parts outweigh the bad parts.
Right now, it's about 50-50, which I guess is okay.
50-50 is survivable. But you should aim for at least 60-40 in favor of the good stuff.
How do you handle the bad days when everything goes wrong and you just want to quit?
Honestly, I remind myself that one bad day doesn't define the whole job. And I try to do something small that gives me a sense of accomplishment, even if it's just organizing my desk or finishing one small task.
That's smart. I usually just complain to whoever will listen.
That works too. Sometimes you just need to vent.
Key phrase, the daily grind. This refers to the repetitive, routine aspects of work or life that can feel boring or exhausting. Grind suggests something slow and wearing. For example, I'm tired of the daily grind. Same commute, same desk, same tasks.
What's the hardest part of your job?
Dealing with people who don't communicate clearly. Like, just tell me what you need. Don't make me guess.
Oh, I feel that. Or people who change their mind every 5 minutes. Actually, let's go in a different direction. After you've already done the work.
The worst. But I've learned to not take it personally. Most of the time, it's not about you. People are just figuring things out as they go.
That's a mature way to look at it. I usually get annoyed for about an hour first.
Laughs. Get annoyed. Then move on. that's a valid process.
Do you think work-life balance is actually possible? Or is it a myth?
I think it's possible, but it doesn't look like what people imagine. It's not a perfect 50-50 split every day. Some weeks work takes more. Some weeks life takes more. Balance happens over time, not in a single day.
That's a really good way to put it. I've been trying to set boundaries lately, like no emails after 8 p.m.
And how's that going?
I checked my email at 11 last night.
Baby steps.
Key phrase, set boundaries. This means to establish limits on what you will and won't accept, especially in work or relationships. For example, I need to set boundaries with my boss. Working weekends isn't sustainable. Topic change, hobbies and free time.
Okay, lighter topic. Hobbies. What do you do for fun, Mira? Besides reading and being judgy about my morning routine.
Laughs. I am not judgy. I'm observant.
Sure. So, hobbies?
I like photography. Nothing professional. Just my phone. But I love capturing small moments. A shadow on the wall. Steam rising from a cup. That kind of thing.
That's cool. Do you post them anywhere?
Not really. It's more for myself. I have albums on my phone that are just moments I wanted to remember.
I like that. It's personal.
Key phrase, for fun/for myself. These phrases clarify that you do something not for work, money, or others, but purely because you enjoy it. For example, I paint for fun. I'm not trying to sell anything. This distinction is important in English because hobbies don't need to be productive.
What about you? What do you do in your free time?
I play video games. I know, super original.
Hey, no shame. What kind?
Mostly story-driven games. RPGs. Adventure games. I like getting lost in a different world for a few hours.
That actually makes sense for you. You like narratives.
Yeah, I think that's why. It's like reading a book, but you're making the choices.
Do you play with other people?
Sometimes, but I prefer single player. It's my alone time. No voice chat, no teamwork, just me and the story.
Introverted gaming. I respect that.
Exactly.
I've been thinking about picking up a new hobby lately. Something with my hands, like pottery or drawing.
Pottery is surprisingly hard. I tried it once. My bowl looked like a sad hat.
Laughs, a sad hat. That's amazing. I'd still try it though. I like the idea of making something physical. So much of what we do is digital now. There's something satisfying about holding something you made.
That's true. Everything I create is on a screen. I can't hold it, can't touch it.
Maybe that's why cooking appeals to me too. You can eat what you create.
Okay, new life goal. Find a hobby where the result is edible.
Baking. You should try baking.
Me? Baking requires precision, measurements, patience. That's 3 things I don't have.
You have patience. You play RPGs for 6 hours straight.
That's different.
Is it though?
Key phrase. Pick up a new hobby. Pick up here means to start doing something new, usually in a casual way. It doesn't mean you're committed forever, just trying it out. For example, I want to pick up tennis this summer. I've never played, but it looks fun.
You know what I actually enjoy that I never tell anyone? Watching documentaries about space. Like real deep dive stuff about black holes and the multiverse.
Why would you never tell anyone? That's fascinating.
I don't know. People expect me to say something cooler, like surfing or rock climbing.
Since when do hobbies need to be cool? The best hobby is whatever makes you lose track of time.
Space documentaries definitely do that. I started one last week at 10 p.m. and suddenly it was 1 a.m.
See? That's the sign of a real passion. If you lose track of time doing it, that's your thing.
What makes you lose track of time?
Honestly, conversations like this.
That was smooth.
Smiles. I mean it though. Good conversations are underrated as a hobby.
I'll add it to my list. Hobbies, gaming, space documentaries, and talking to Mira on a train.
I'm honored to be on the list.
Key phrase. Lose track of time. This means to become so focused on something that you forget how much time has passed. It's a positive expression when talking about hobbies. For example, I was painting and completely lost track of time. It was midnight before I noticed. Thanks for listening to today's conversation on Station 9 English. Alex and Mira covered a lot of daily life topics, from morning routines and food to travel, work, and hobbies. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. We release new conversations every week to help you practice your English naturally. See you next time on Station 9 English. Key phrases. Summary. Morning person. Someone who feels energetic early in the day. Hit snooze. Press the snooze button to delay your alarm. Walk me through it. Explain something step by step. Guilty as charged. Humorously admitting something is true. From scratch. Making something from basic ingredients/materials. Pick it up, a skill. Learn something casually through experience. Take it easy. To relax, not do anything stressful. Sleep in. To sleep longer than usual in the morning. Sounds like a plan. Casual way to agree with a suggestion. Stumble into. To discover something by accident. If I had to pick, used when making a difficult choice. Live up to the hype. To be as good as expected. Could have been an email. A meeting that was unnecessary. The daily grind. Repetitive, routine aspects of work. Set boundaries. Establish limits on what you will accept. For fun/for myself. Doing something purely for enjoyment. Pick up a new hobby. Start doing something new casually. Lose track of time. Become so focused you forget time passing.